My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show.
Okay, I think that sorted it. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. I just realized that something else was coming through, and it sounded like Bustthenet that was coming in from the other computer. So I don't know what was causing it, because earlier one of my monitors happens to be 4K. That's the problem. But I don't think that can't be the issue. So it was very odd. So immediately went and I immediately restarted the PC. No problems now. Hope you guys are well. Yes, hope you had a great weekend. Premiership action seems to be pretty interesting. You guys, hope you guys are well. Yes, this is a start to a beautiful week, but I've gotten it off to a back. I started the week with a backache, man. My back is definitely giving me some pain. Yeah, it's not good, because for me, back pain is bad news. Yeah, usually it means bad things. Somebody had back issues a long time ago, but I think it should be fine. Don't know, maybe I twisted the wrong way. Just I don't know lah. Can't be bothered. We'll fix it and then we'll carry on. I'm that kind of person. Well, we are into the 13th season as a manager. We are right now in preseason. Yes, guys, we have this season we want to win. We want to finish top 2, but we've got some players that have left, right? Karen Astarian left to Lazio. Lazio signed 2 of our players, one on a free, Mitya Demestia. He didn't want to extend his contract, so one of our best defenders left for Lazio. Pedro Flora, now he never really got firing in our team, so he left. He's already 30 years old, no point keeping. Karen Astarian, he wanted to leave the club. I didn't want to hold on to him, so I just went, okay, fine, let him go. And Blandino is off on loan, so we're going to give him a chance to develop outside the club. There's still a lot of work for him in terms of his teamwork and work rate. I mean, his other attributes seem to be developing really well. Hopefully, these improve over time. Will depend on largely how they train him, I guess. Here we've managed to bring in Red Nieto. We wanted to bring in another player as well, scouting. If you look at the short list, there was a striker I was interested in. I don't know if he's still here. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah, I think the striker I was interested in was a German striker, but the thing is that in terms of our squad and registration, right now we have room for like one more player, but he has to be homegrown, right? We can't really take a player from outside the region, outside of Europe, so that would give us a big issue, right? So I wanted to bring in another striker, but if it's not homegrown, it's not gonna be worth it, because it's gonna be a gamble. And so we got Red Nieto coming in as a backup another goalkeeper. I mean, we can add this guy in, but I've got one slot just in case we find a striker who is homegrown in Italy. That's it. That's the only way that's the only room we have right now in terms of a striker. So looking at this filter I've set up, so I think what we can do is this, all the players, right? So homegrown status, where is it? Okay, homegrown status. This guy will have to be trained in Italy if you want to bring in a striker right now. These are already done, so we can't look at this, right? So it's a new season, so scouted players from here. If you look at all the ones that we scouted, we can add it here, I guess. Yeah, this will be easier. So all those trained in Italy, these are the ones that we've scouted who can, to some extent, be considered. Now, I'm not gonna jump in and go and get a striker. Like we want to be. Most of these strikers that we scouted, they're all young. They're not a major improvement on Karen Astarian or Ale Morselli, the player that we have in the club. So if I'm going to add all these players, it's a lot to do, So it's a big gamble. I decided we're gonna wait. Right, we had this Zilito. Zilito was probably the most interesting player. Now, I think this player might be the best fit, but his passing is a bit weak. If we do look at Zilito, who we scouted, we've added him to our shortlist, then maybe we can look at him as a player that might fit. Although this is like a development plan again, right? But his work rate is 10. Very low work rate. So I thought, if we go around signing players and then hoping that they develop, then what's the point, right? We got one player in our team. We're hoping he develops too. So if I'm gonna wait for players to develop, we can stick around with the player that we have right now, Moselli. Why don't we just let him develop, right? So if we play him enough, he might. What? Okay, yeah, just some bad news. I had to respond. Oh, not my day, man. So yeah, having to deal with certain things, a lot of things. You just sprained my arm today. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's a tough way to start. Yeah, Leicester in offer for LeBron. No, we have players that we're never going to let them go. LeBron, Fedra Biasi are players that we have to keep. I've just got something on my mind already, so it's just put me in a bad corner. But yeah, I guess my wife had to text me that message, but it's about my son. So now I've got to come up with a plan B. Apparently he's so naughty right now in school that my youngest son is very naughty, right? Not my youngest son, my older boy is very naughty, but he needs one-on-one extra help because of COVID. So he missed about 2 years of preschool. So then he's gone straight into primary school. And well, he's still having issues with phonics. So but he's very, very naughty and very mischievous. So he gets himself into a lot of trouble. So they don't want the first place where we send him for extra help. He kind of said he's a bit too difficult to handle. I have to come up with plan B. So I'm gonna have to do it. Either I have to teach him myself, which is possible. The problem when you are doing it yourself, right? The problem when you do it yourself, or you try to teach your own children, is sometimes you can be more impatient. That's something that I've learned. I know about myself. If I can spend an entire day, which means I can't do content, spend a whole day just helping him out. I'm thinking of how to do it. Send him to school, pick him up, and the whole day. Therein lies the challenge. Okay, so here we go. So that's what's on my mind at the moment. So we got these defenders here. We're gonna put. So we're trying this. We're trying them to. I want them to come get familiar with two systems, right? Playing them in this position and this position. Right? So we got the scramjet, and we've got the scramjet for this season. We're gonna swap to this a bit more this season. So we got him playing here. We've got him playing there. We got Magri, Asino, Wink. Yeah, we're gonna play with a few. We're gonna give a few players a chance to play in the system this season. We got Torre coming back, so we're gonna ask him to get some game time. Ho-Han, no, let's be realistic. Ho-Han is not going to be in the club for very long. Hey, Maximovic, how are you, man? I wonder why he's upset. Upset because he's been told to be a pressing forward. Santo, LeBron. I thought like playing on the left. I made a mistake. Goliath, no, but this is, I mean, here we don't have to watch the whole thing, right? We just go on commentary mode. I mean, this is okay. Yeah, I know. I think I have to do more. I have to probably spend a lot of time with him in the afternoon. Got pick him out of school and spend the whole day with him. Probably stream after the kids go to sleep. Yeah. I have to think about it because we tried this place where they pick him up from school, and I thought it'd be good, right? If he interacts with other kids, because I don't want him to be like stuck at home the whole day. Yeah, but having said that, yeah, the problem is sometimes I've got to craft a whole approach for him myself. I have friends who are teachers. Yeah, I can ask them for some help as in what I can do. But I know what his weaknesses are. His weaknesses, the thing is, like, for some kids, right, because they haven't learned, language skills aren't there. Phonics and understanding the breaking down of words into their sentences. I think it, I don't know why, but I mean, maybe I took mine for granted. So I'm assuming that my kids should naturally develop like how I did, but that's pretty unfair. You can't just expect your kids to have the same kind of development or path as you did, right? I'm not suggesting anything. I mean, like, I'm looking at the way I grew up in Singapore, and I was different, man. I grew up in a family where my grandfather was my uncles. I mean, I was playing Scrabble at the age of 4. I had no choice, man. My uncle, I mean, it's so different nowadays. I mean, my time, being made to look stupid was a way to make you work harder, right? So imagine you're like 5 years old, you're playing Scrabble with kids who are 12, 16 years old. And then when you can't come up with a word, they laugh at you. Ah ha ha, that kind of thing. Shit, man, makes you feel stupid. And all I did after that was go back home and start studying the dictionary. Then I had to come up with like, okay, how do you play Scrabble? Kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, so this guy's gonna play as a right back. Okay. Alright, so we got these players coming in. We kind of know where they're gonna fit. This guy, the last guy. Moselli for Wink and Osino for Bogart. Torre, we're gonna give him on the whole game. Some of the players are gonna play the whole game. Yeah, I know COVID had a big impact on kids. So it's very tough. Like I have to like kickstart his first 2 years. The other one is has no issue because he didn't miss anything, right? So he preschool, he did the whole shebang. So he's pretty okay. Even I spoke to the teachers for the youngest one, and they said, "Oh yeah, he's no problem. He's like well ahead of the curve compared to all the other kids." And the older one is the one that I have the issues with. So I'm struggling right now. I mean, my problem is this. I know what I'm like. Now I'm impatient, and I can get angry quite easily. But the thing is this, right? With your own kids, you can't afford to do that. And the worst part is you can't scold them too much, because if you scold them and make them feel like they should know this, that kind of thing, right? Then they start feeling like stupid. And the last thing you want is anyone feeling stupid. Because if you feel stupid while you're learning something, you never learn anything, right? This is how I'm using my own background as a way to explain things, because I always felt I could learn anything, right? In Sec 1, I was reading Sec 4 physics and chemistry books. By the time I got to Sec 4, I was reading junior college physics and chemistry books. So when I went for exams, it was just a game for me, because I knew that the questions were too simple. So I challenged myself. I never felt I was stupid, but comparing myself to my other brother, like my youngest brother, my father used to tell me, because my father noticed I was picking things up very fast in school. So at home, my father told me, "Can you help your youngest brother?" So when I started helping my youngest brother, I was different. I would scold him. I would literally tell him to his face, "Hey, don't be so stupid." That kind of thing, This and this is not like that. Can't you see? Like that kind of thing. My attitude was different. So of course, he became stupid. In a manner of speaking. Because when you tell someone they're stupid, they believe they're stupid, right? So you can't do that. I realized very quickly, that would happen. So in order for me to learn patience and tolerance and to teach people, I decided after that, right, when I was in university, I think it was just before I went to university, I accepted a teaching gig in a school to teach history, right? So I went there to teach history, and I was the only teacher in history that combined drama with history. So all the teachers got shocked. So I said, no, I want them to learn history. How? I want them to play act. The founding of Singapore, the founding of Malacca. I want them to put on a play. And the team that puts on the play with the greatest accuracy wins the history test. All the teachers got shocked. They say, well, what are the teachers going to learn? I say, if they can remember the context of the history and what was important during that period, that's going to be more important, right? And true enough, my girls and I was all girls class. And it worked. Thing is, that is easy when the kids have already got that basic, they know the basics, right? How to read. My challenge is getting my son to learn how to read. That's the problem right now. So I guess I'll have to teach him myself. I think I have to take it upon myself. Which means that my content is going to be limited to streaming for 2 hours. I think I can manage that. Right, limited to 2 hours, where I work with him. I'll have to talk to my wife tonight, man. Yeah, the ones that started school right now, they are having a really tough time. No, my son is having a very tough time because COVID knocked out his preschool, man. And then we tried to help him at home, but still both of us were doing our things. So I guess that didn't really help. So I'm a bit, part of me, there's a part of me that's a bit dejected. I would say I'm depressed. I'm sad. Yeah, I'm dejected. So in Singapore, there's probably a lot of things I could do in Singapore, but I'm not in Singapore. I'm in Malaysia. Malaysia, where they don't prioritize. Malaysian or politicians don't love their children, man. I mean, seriously, they don't even. I've seen people driving Beamers, all right, and the police don't stop them on the road. They can drive past a fucking police officer, and there's a child sitting on the lap of a passenger in the front seat. And there was one time I saw a driver driving with a child on their lap. I was like, what the fuck kind of country is this, man? They don't love their kids. So when they go to school, fucking can't. I mean, I think that the whole education system is just no cancel. You're not going anywhere. You're not going. Misuruka is gonna stay. He's the only. I just discovered. My son is going 7, going on 8. So he's in primary 1, going to primary 2 now. So he missed this. He missed the COVID. He's the COVID batch that got fucked completely. He falls in that group of kids that missed the entire 1.5 years of foundation work they do in preschools. We tried to get him to read books and all that, but even tried. I tried everything, man. I tried games as well with like iPad games, right, where you do phonics, right, where you have a puzzle to solve and then you have to make the sounds, link words with sounds, rhyming words and stuff. But it's tough. It's tough. I have to figure out what to do next, man. I know my wife also probably feels a bit frustrated. And then the worst part is this, right? I'm trying to get a helper in the house. Okay. So they look at, and then because I'm retired, right? I'm retired, right? So I'm not working. The thing is, I have to stay on a social visit pass in Malaysia, a spouse visa pass. And because of that, I'm not allowed to work anywhere else. But I have money, right, in my savings account. It's not like I'm fucking dirt poor. No, of course not. I mean, I can that kind of thing. I mean, that's not an issue. So I go and I will ask on a hire helper, and they go like, "Oh, sorry, but you need to have even more money." For your wife is to be has even more money to afford a helper. I'm like, dude, I'll put a fixed deposit down. I can put my entire helper's wages in escrow for the next 5 years. Do you want me to do that? They said, no, you cannot. It must be your wife. I said, how stupid can you? I mean, I'm willing to put the employee's wages in escrow for 5 years. 5 fucking years. Yeah, all that money for her. And that you can't accept. Because why? They're so retarded. They have to see the payslip. They don't understand the concept of holding accounts in escrow. So that's the thing that's frustrating me at the moment. I mean, I don't want to call people and call in favors. I mean, I could easily pick up the phone tomorrow and just call someone and say, hey, I need a favor. But I don't like the old people things. No. I don't like to go and give out a call and say, I need help, this. Then I feel like I owe them something. And if I do, the worst part is if I do that, my wife is gonna end up in trouble with my wife because my wife is gonna get angry. So then after that, I'll have another drama. I'll have more drama in the house. Right? So that's the problem right now. Exactly. That's my son as well. My son is 5 years old also, and he has the problems talking, making sentences. Yeah. He can read, no? My youngest son can read words. He can read words already. Yeah, he can his favorite sentence he utters right now whenever he meets somebody is I spy with my eye, pork sauce. What is it? I spy with my eye. Sausages, bacon and pork pie. That's what he tells his friends in school. I spy with my eye, sausages, bacon and pork pie. I look at my kid because you know where that came from. So I was reading him. I got him to read this book, Train Little Pigs. It's a book we always read. So to work on his phonics with IG, ICK, IT, all the IE words, right? So pigs. So he picked that up very quickly. I think the problem also is some of these educational institutions, right? When the kids come in and it's this entire, I don't know whether they're gonna say, okay, fine, we have an entire generation that's been, okay, there's something that we need to do for them. Why you move on this? No, I want to try something different this season. Defensive wingers is also possible, but I want to get my team familiar with wing backs. Defensive wingers are not so bad, but defensive wingers against high pressing systems, right? When some of the more attacking teams are playing high pressing systems, then I find it hard to build up from the back. So sometimes I need to switch to wing back based systems, right? So if I use a wing back based system, it's easier for me to build up from the back. Then I can also do this during the course of a match. So watch this, right? So during the course of a game, I can do that. When I need to push. You see, I don't have to make a new tactic. All I gotta do is come inside here and switch to this then. So I can do a flip like that. It's very simple. I don't do any adjustments to my tactic. Because essentially the player should become familiar with both systems. They're already familiar the one with the defensive wingers. This is another way I play this game. Right? So I come up with a tactical system that is I won't say it's easily morphed between two complementary systems. I call them super systems. So you don't have to go and create a new tactic. Yeah. You're essentially using the same tactic, but it's two slightly different ways. That is this terrible XG, man. That's terrible XG, though. 51, right? The XG was only about 3 or something, right? That's terrible. It should be about at least 7, 8 XG, 7, 8 XG, yeah. Logopedics experts in Malaysian health system. I don't want what are logopedic experts, man? Malaysian health system, please. Whole Malaysia's education system. Terrible. Beginning to sometimes I wonder whether it's my fault. So my wife is in a bad mood. So she just sent me the message. She's in a bad mood. And I know that I have to be super patient now. Super patient. When your other half is in a bad mood, right? You can't afford to, when you talk to them, you gotta let them finish what they want to say, you know. And then when you think they have finished what you say, don't say anything for the next, hold it in for 30 seconds. Just keep quiet. Just nod your head and look. Because if you open your mouth, you're in trouble. Let it all out. Just sit there and listen. I gotta do that tonight. Because I know myself very well. I'm very capable of. See, as guys, right? The problem with guys when they talk to girls and wives, right, is that we want to come up with a solution to the problem immediately. We will think we are like, okay, we don't want to deal with problems, we want to deal with solutions. That's my attitude in life anyway. Don't tell me the problem, I come up with a solution and kind of shit. So I want to go to the solutions straight away. But women are different. You can't assume that they want to hear the solution. They might just want to take it out. So if you don't allow them to take it out, then it creates an atmosphere of attrition. Yeah. Because you didn't allow the frustration to come out. So you have to let the frustration come out first. So today I'm going to have to be very careful as well when I deal with my wife. She's obviously quite upset. Because the school that we send our son to, not the school, I mean the regular school is there, is this extracurricular school that we send him to, where they are having a problem with him. Yeah. It's amazing. It's only a few. I mean, like, I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, logopedics are people who teach children to speak and pronunciations. Hey, man, in Malaysia, yeah, there are no logopedicians. Don't have. Malaysians themselves, fucking Malaysian system, even the teachers don't know how to speak. Yesterday I went to a school, okay? I was attending this, I went to this school where they were doing this parent-teacher thing, right? In Malaysia. So I'm sitting down there. I'm waiting for the teacher to speak. The teacher is speaking in English and can't craft one sentence, grammatically correct sentence. Not one. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, these are the teachers. Students are reflections of the teachers. So if these teachers can't speak properly, then the students are going to come out not speaking properly as well. So I'm like thinking to myself, holy shit. Yeah, so there is a problem in this country. A very big problem. Yeah. So what happens is a lot of the well-to-do middle-class population, right, the rich, basically, right, a lot of their kids are going to boarding schools and going overseas to study. So when they go to boarding schools and they go overseas to study, their English is very different from the students that go into public schools here. So my son is in a private school as well. But because of the 2 years with COVID, right, even the private schools here, the teachers, I mean, there's a dearth of English language teachers in this state. And I'm not even allowed to teach. That's the best part. I mean, I can go out there and teach English language. That's not a problem. I mean, I think I can. I mean, considering the stand, there's a very low bar here. I think I can pass the bar easily here. Right? But they don't allow me to. Yeah, apparently I'm not allowed to. I am on a kind of visa there. While I'm staying, I'm not allowed to to work. Right. So I've been trying to get permanent residency, which is also being apparently I need, in order for me to get permanent, they keep shifting the bar. So many years ago, permanent residency was 5 years of a continued stay, right, in the country, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, uninterrupted 5 years. Then when 5 years were up, they changed it to 10. I was like, what? So now whenever I keep applying, they keep changing the bar. So every time I go in, they keep changing the bar. If I am a PR, then I can easily go find a job. I can find work and then I can do something, right? Thing is, we have to stay around because of her parents. Okay, so we got this one. So this guy he needs to play. There's no two ways about it. So we got to look after him. That guy only plays 45 minutes max. First 45 minutes and then we take him off. And then we will swap between Indonesia. Yes, Pogo. Yeah, man, our tour came all the way to Pogo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these people. He is always gonna play here. He's always gonna play here. This is a new player. Poga is without a shadow of a doubt the best pressing forward, or rather DLF for pressing forward. It's crazy, man. You tell me about it. You know, once I called up Malaysia has got a postal service, no? Okay. A national postal service or some shit like that. I can't remember the name of the agency. I said whatever, the Malaysian post, whatever you want to call it. So I called because apparently I brought in this 100 devices, okay, foot pedals, right, for the disabled. So I wanted to donate all these foot pedals so the disabled can use computers using foot pedals. So they don't have to operate a computer with hands, because this is for those who have no hands, right? So they can use foot pedals in order to operate computers. So I knew how to set them up. So all I need to do was order all these foot pedals so that they can start using computers using foot pedals. Yeah. So this is my own, donation. Okay, so I was doing this whole thing for this community. And then, so when I ordered all these foot pedals, these guys, the suppliers decided we want to give you a plush toy. So they gave me a few plush toys as free gifts. I said, okay, that's nice. It's a plush toy. Okay, yeah, cool. I can give it to them as well. So the whole thing got held up in customs, right? So, and I was wondering what the hell is going on. So I said, well, this is strange. Why is it being held up in customs, right? So I wanted to know why it was being held up in customs. So I called up the customs office. Our customs office can't speak in English. So the first time I called him up, this guy, he picks up the phone. The moment I speak English, he hangs up. He said in Malay, can you wait? Then you hang up. The second time I called, the moment I speak English, the guy hangs up again. The third time I called, I spoke a bit. The fella, they want to answer. I said, can you put me to your boss? I'll speak to your manager. Anyone who can speak English. The fella hung up with him. So I kept calling 4 or 5 times. And I kept doing it. So then I decided, okay, fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start recording all these sessions. So I started recording everything, the whole thing. So I recorded the whole, everything that I was doing. In the end, okay, no one was responding. People were just hanging up the phones, right? Nobody wanted to pick up the phone and speak to me in English. So to cut a long story short, I decided, okay, fine. Okay, these people want to do this. Obviously, this is unacceptable behavior. So why don't I just, go up the food chain? So I decided to so I went to look for the Minister of Home Affairs, his Twitter account. Because all these politicians, they love to be on Twitter, right? So I went and found his Twitter account. And then I sent him a direct tweet. I said, listen, this is the situation. Okay, this has been happening. And I can authenticate everything that I said because I've got recordings of everything. I recorded everything now. I said, your staff, of course I didn't hound him and say, you're a terrible person. No, I said, he's amazing. I think your staff are indeed overworked and underpaid. They must be so stressed that they cannot answer a simple query. Because I have all these equipment that is supposed to go to charity. I'm supposed to help this home, okay? And all my equipment is being helped, but nobody can seem to give me a simple answer as to what to do next. Right? Okay. It's probably down to the fact that they are having problems communicating, or they could be severely underworked. And if they are severely underworked, please, accept my apologies and just let me know what I should do next. The very next day, I got a phone call. And in Malay, the local language again, they called me up. They said, instead of apologizing, what's the first thing they did? The very first word that came out from the person's mouth was an accusation. Why did you call our boss? The first thing that came out, why did you call our boss? I said, because you didn't answer the phone. You kept hanging up. And every time I speak in English, you kept hanging up. So what do you expect me to do? You think this whole country, everybody can speak in one language, is it? There are going to be people who are foreigners. There are going to be people who come from overseas, and they might have something very urgent that needs to be handled. And there has to be some basic competency in the English language. All right? But it should not be, it should not end up with you hanging up the phone if you can't answer the question. Right? Common courtesy dictates that you don't hang up on somebody just because you don't understand what they're saying. Boom. And the whole matter was resolved within that day when I spoke to that person. But can you imagine to what extent I had to go, to the extent to which I had to go just to resolve one issue? Still remember that day, man. I was livid. Using a high pressing 4-2-3-1, what positions in the 4-2-3-1 do you think is best to apply mark tighter instruction? Mark tighter is simply a zonal instruction to a player in that zone. Whenever an opposition player comes there, they're going to be very close to them. So if the player's got good work rate and he's got good marking attributes, you can apply it to all the players. Yeah, as long as they got aggression, work rate, yeah, it's a good attribute. It's a good PI to use if you want to put pressure on the fighter. I always apply it to. I normally don't apply it to central defenders, but I apply it to like the flank players especially. So the fullbacks, wingers, those are the ones. Normally I use it on them. Yeah. Oh, it's clobbering time, man, this one. It's clobbering time. This is action zones. Why is it action zones? It's okay. It's clobbering time. Osino is scoring. Well, they're getting plenty of warm. What is this supposed to be? That's So we'll do XG match story. Or we just leave XG match story here. It's terrible, I mean, the problem right now is there's too much there's too much cultural imperialism going on in the world at the moment. Way too much. Okay, not bad. 13-0, 17-0. Our preseason is like smash everybody to Kingdom Come, boy. Waiting for my wife to come back, and then we'll discuss what our plans are gonna be. So the problem is my son is also very mischievous in school. There's one art teacher decided to ask him to do art, right? So he didn't bring his art book to school 2 days in a row for his art. Then the teacher said, I don't know what he said or what he did, right? He ended up spending the entire art session outside the classroom, standing outside the classroom. The teacher was so angry, he just asked him to stand outside the classroom. So, and some of today's modern world, right? There's no capital punishment for kids. So there's no capital punishment for kids to make them scared. I remember my time, right? There was capital punishment all the way. But like, you get into a lot of trouble, man. Nowadays, kids are bold. I have to teach my son. I mean, I don't know how to do this, man. First, I'm using Tato. Can you recreate De Zerbi's tactic? Recreating a tactic on Football Manager can be done. I mean, it's not difficult to do. De Zerbi is 4-2-3-1, just mid block, play our defense, ball playing defender, fullback, ball playing defender, CD. That's the most important thing you want to do at the back. And then the two roles in the center are support duties. Yeah. And you also have prevent short goalkeeper distribution because it doesn't allow teams to come out, right? Then you have to adjust the pressing meters. You have to do maximum press on the front, but then at the back, you set the team instructions differently. So basically, when you come inside here, right? You come here, what you do is you bring this bar all the way to 0 first. Then you go to the rolls here, and then you max their pressing. All the 4-2-3-1, all of them you set to max pressing. Then you just leave the bar at this position. Then you play a mid block, and then you got all your players here tight marking. Got 2 support roles, but these 4 roles are gonna close down more, tackle hard, and mark tight. Because the Sherby has got the Sherby does a split block. Yeah. And the thing is, everybody will have their own interpretation of what the Sherby does. So you have to have your interpretation of what the Sherby does. I have a similar tactic from last year. Only have 3 CDs, not win 7 like you, and have a poacher and D11 support. Okay. You have a poacher and DLF on support. Okay. Yours is quite interesting because what you're using is you're getting a lot of players into the final third to support your striker. Yeah. So because the poacher doesn't have a passing option, it's going to look backwards to pass the ball. It's going to give it to the DLF, or if you have enough control in the final third, you might have wing backs to pass the ball to. Okay, so we managed to get... So this time we're doing the preseason ourselves, right? Because last time I holidayed right through the preseason, my team was not ready. My team was terribly unfit. The Assman didn't rotate the team, did not rotate the team to learn positions. Sexton comes here. Tensei comes here. Torre stays here because he has to learn his position. Osino can come here. I think we'll let Osino play here and then Moselli play here. Then after that, we'll play the rest. Acosta will have to play. He has to learn this position. Tulo also has to play here because he has to learn the position. So I think with Tulo, what we can do training with, we're getting to learn the wingbacks position. He's already learned this position, right? So getting to learn the wingback position. With this, I might. Okay, we'll just use white centre back on defense for now. Okay, reject. I mean, we can come in here, transfer status, come in here, and unavailable for loan, so we don't get bothered by any more of the messages for loan. I should have loaned him out lah. Shit. I'm like moving, I'm not looking at low messages properly. (4-2-3-1) is actually very good. It's actually a very good system. Yeah. If you want to get a high goal scoring tactic, 4-2-3-1 is also a very good way to go. You can actually do it with double DMs. I would recommend double DMs with a 4-2-3-1, preferably using volantes, and you get the 2 box-to-box midfielder effect. If you move up and down, definitely it's a very good option. So we got Ponti. I think Tena also can play here. Ponti can play here. Asino and Moselli. I don't think we should go out there and sign another striker, considering the fact that Bogart and Wink are our starting 2 strikers. And then we can bring on Asino, who's a youth player, and then we can bring Moselli, right? So, and then on the left, we've got Tena, Magri, and Ponticelli. Then in the center, we have with Hamel, Goliath, we have Mishiruka, and we have Bartolek. So we got 4 players there as well. The only reason why I don't want to let Mishiruka go is because he's a homegrown player, so we're not gonna let him go. Homegrown Asian player, and he's decent. He's quite good. Asino is what? Asino, I think Asino, right? Honestly speaking, this player, Asino, he's got potential to develop if he gets a lot of game time, right? If this kid can get game time, I don't see why he won't develop. Because he's got flair, he's got passing, he's got some of the attributes that we really want in that role. Okay, he may not be the world's best pressing forward, that's for sure. Okay, he's not a very good pressing forward, but aggression will come because he's 18 years old. The only thing I never liked about him is his personality, but I got no time. I mean, what we could also do is we could sign players who are 35, 36, right? Who have very good personalities and put them into the under 23 team. Then get them to mentor the under 20s. That's something I'm thinking of doing. So I will move all these senior players into the club. They might come in for 1 or 2 seasons, and then we just ask them to be mentors, which is something I might do to Tobias Suwon Anderson. Right, once he retires, right, I'm just gonna put him into the under 23 team if we can bring them in. Worth a gamble. Oh, there he scored a goal. That's terrible. Okay, let's swap to this. Yeah, push up a bit more. Okay, Tulo getting match fit. So now we push him until about 75 minutes. Then we take him off. Alright, now he's not going down as fast as he was earlier in the season, right? Earlier in preseason. Earlier in preseason, it was really getting, it was getting knackered quite fast. Mishiruka can play here. We can take off and bring on Pinas. Costa will come on for LeBron. Ponticelli will come on for this guy. Alisson Moselli can come on for Kai Wing, and this guy can come on for Bogart. Olegmo can come on for left-sided defender. Left-sided defender will probably be Ozan. And Sextu will come on for Fonseca, and then Torre will come off for Papashueli. Okay, here we go. Okay, full on last 20 minutes. Want to get all our players familiar with the tactical system. That's why that's the reason why I handle preseason myself. Ayuk split got. This something like this. Maybe fullback, volante on attack. Here, I will use a pressing forward or advanced forward. I wouldn't use a DLF on attack. So I use an attack duty here, attack duty here, attack duty, and maybe an AP on support there. Right. In a 4-2-3-1. If you want a really nice goal scoring tactic with a 4-2-3-1, you can do that. It'll be strong. It'll be very strong. And you're probably going to get a lot of goals out of your striker. A lot. Talking easy about. If you've got a good team, average teams probably 30 to 40 goal striker. Good team, I say about 50 or 60. Top of the best team you can assemble, 100 goal striker. Yeah, 4-2-3-1 is easiest to get it with. Hardest is probably the one I'm using right now. And the you can get high scoring tactics. There are a lot of high scoring tactics on Football Manager 23. There's coming out coming out left, right, and center. Wife. How do I handle? I don't even know what to do, man, tonight. I talk to my son later. So what am I gonna say to him? I know my wife is not in a good mood, so she's gonna explode. She's gonna explode. I think she wants to pick up the boys herself. She's gonna give the oldest I'm being offered. This Marozzi, do we want to keep him? He's 18 years old. I don't think so. Let's look at his personality is balanced. We'll just accept whatever they wanna offer. I'm not keeping him. Roberto Mena, never thought of signing this player. This guy is actually a very good pressing forward. Forget it. I'm not signing a Colombian. Yeah, jumping will grow. Jumping doesn't grow straight away, right? Because height, you notice at 16 to 19 years old, you look at 16 to 19 years old, not everybody at 16 they shoot up, right? So some of the kids will shoot up. Some could go from 16, 1.6. I don't know if the height increases, but jumping reach definitely would improve. Yeah, so they will definitely. And the jumping reach doesn't go by 1 or 2; it goes up like 3, 4. Suddenly, jumping reach is not something I would worry about. But if you want them to, if you see a kid with 1.9 height and then his jumping reach is only 10 or 11, put him on strength. His jumping reach will go up very fast. Espanyol make loan approach. No, okay. All right. There's something I wanted to do. I forgot about it. What's this? What is heaving it? Training calendar. Do we have to change anything? No. Okay, we come in here. Complete. Okay, let's look at the youth schedule. Okay. Maybe I won't even bother with their schedule. Calendar. Yeah, I haven't done anything for their calendar, so I'll just come in here. Pre-season scenario, no pre-season. Heavy late. Okay, that's it. Okay, just heavy late. Let me come inside here. We don't. Not this. This is heavy late. Let me put in. Okay, that's the one. Copy, paste, and I will stick it all in. I'm too lazy to change. They might get injured, but it won't be the end of the world. January. I'll probably tune out and give them rest. I hear that they need a rest here, right? So what I would do sometimes is I would take this out, right? So this here. There we go, rest. Not that bad, right? You get one session of rest. I am not gonna give them full rest, man. No way. They get rest day here. Sometimes they get a rest week. Yeah, they get rest days all the time. Alright, let's done that. Okay. There's a part of me that wants to shoot on holiday. But I think that we better on holiday. We only got this week and then we got our first season match. We got some big matches coming up early in the season. I remember Vito Angelini. Vito Angelini is good. We should let him go on loan. If he develops, he's gonna be solid. He's at least got potential to be a left back. So what position they want to get? Okay, accept. Sassuolo have made offer, no reject. Mauro Magri still has a part to play in our team. Now we can't afford to let any more players go. If we bring in anybody, we can afford to bring in one more homegrown Asian player. That's it. The striker we wanted from Germany, forget it. He needs to be home. We can't bring him because he's not homegrown in club. So LeBron injured. Shit. Concussion. Can't happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He should be available for the first game of the season. He doesn't have to start then. Concussion, we got to be careful. Okay, so our first game is going to be against Inter. What a way to start the season. We have to go and win now. Okay, guys, this season is all about finishing in top 2. Okay, we have to finish in the top 2. Partenope plays in the last month of the contract. See, Tobias, right? He is resolute. So I'm toying with the idea of asking him to stay on. Contract. Discuss new contract with agent. Okay. Now with him, right? Offer contract, but I want him to be an emergency backup. Emergency backup. I'm only willing to have him as emergency backup. So what we will do is for all these players, right? Emergency backup. So I'm going to sign players as emergency backups. Then we can put them into the under 18 team. Then when they're in the under 18 team as emergency backups, that's when we can use them to mentor our players. Then they can mentor the youth players there. All right, Magri and him are injured. So Ozan is also injured. Okay. Asino, Morselli, Pedra Biasi comes here. In fact, Torre again. Skywing, Papa Shirley, Goliath, Pedra Biasi, Jose Fonseca. Yuko Tanner can play here. Alright, then Tanner cannot now. Tanner is injured. So we'll have to play Monticelli. Okay, let's go. 2 players injured now. Let's just speed through this, man. Okay. The only reason why we're here is so we can handle it. For smaller size, I switch to higher block, but the trackers because I play with the attacking unit. I'm sorry, Kachi Tong, I don't understand. Your mid block is wonderful, but against smaller size, I switch to higher block, but the tactics struggles. Oh, against smaller size, you gotta pump. What do you mean by struggles? Struggles to break them down, or he struggles to defend against the counter? Because against smaller size, I'm playing 2 support duties. I'm putting a lot of pressure on them. I'm playing high up the pitch. I'm moving the ball and I'm keeping possession. Yeah. So if I'm playing a 4-4-2 against a weaker team, I've got the attacking duties in my. I'm actually playing maximum line. No, I'm not sitting back. Yeah. I'm moving them around, trying to put a lot of pressure on them. I'm not going to allow mid block. Yeah. I'm not allowing them out. I'm just attacking them all the way. Yeah. So maybe you want to try that out with against weaker sides. Because weaker sides, they might be very defensive. So your mid block is not really helping you out very much because they come out a bit and then they still have fullbacks in there. So you might as well don't let them out. You just go all out on them. That's what I do with. That's what I would do with weaker sides. And normally weaker sides, I just I just tear through them. Don't give them a chance to even consider attacking me. Okay, so we got we'll put him here. He can play there. Right wing. Goliath is not coming out. We're not gonna play Goliath today. Yeah, no. Tanner is injured, right? Sheesh. Okay, undo. Tanner is injured. Okay, let's go. Remember, Tanner has got an injury. If we bring Tanner on, he might get injured. So you got Misuruka. Okay, swap to the other scramjet. Okay. Let's go. Alright. Misuruka in yellow, Acosta in yellow. Now I'm only paying attention to this. The ones who dropped the most, like this guy last, Alejandro Acosta and Mark Ponticelli, the three of them, I'm most concerned about them now. Yeah. I think I need to push them a bit more in the next few games. Okay, Ponticelli will take him off with Goliath. Acosta off. I don't know why my phone just went completely ape shit, man. It's my wife. What? So many messages on my wife. Hey. My wife is like, what in the world? Now I'm quite angry. Now I am angry with the that face. Quite upset. I have to be very patient, guys. Yeah, anger doesn't get you anywhere. Don't get angry, get even. Always learn how to control your bad moods, right? Sometimes you gotta learn how to solve a situation by being smarter. That's all. I think I see the situation. Wow, Alba Adriatica 19-0. Who's this? Where we just beat 19-0. Oh, not too bad. I mean, we did it like that. Now we play another friendly match. Again, we have to play the three. I can't remember. It was Ponticelli, and two more other guys need more game time. So we have to put them in again and push them. Get them. I can't. Right. We'll be able to tell from here. Right. So who was it? Lingmo, Ponticelli, and one more fella. Yeah, Ponticelli is back, but Lingmo has to play. We keep the same group. We keep the same group. Fonseca now plays first. Goliath will come in here now. Where's Fonseca? Fonseca, where are you? Okay, come here. Yeah, these two injured for how long? 6 months. Magri is out for a long time, man. Magri, I think he got injured. Yeah, I played Bogo, got injured. 9 weeks. Okay. Yeah, no, everything is not going. I mean, this is okay. I'm struggling at home. I had to come up with a solution for. I think I might have to stop. I might have to do something with respect to homeschooling my son. Yeah. I think I think I should be able to do that, but I need to create the environment as well for homeschooling. Okay. But there we go. First game of the season against Inter. Cesena made an offer to loan Domenico Tassone. Tassone can go out on loan. He's not playing for us, but he's got a lot of potential on this kid. Another one that we're developing also has got a lot of upside. Oh, no. You're not going anywhere. So squad, move to senior squad as well. So we got to move into the senior squad. So I made Lorenzo Di Erico. Mandatory future fee. I mean, Erico, to be fair, right, I don't think he's ever going to play for me. So we'll just take whatever you want to offer. My wife, Okay, we're gonna try to give Tassone some matches. He's homegrown. There's no reason why we can't play him. Okay, so he's already quite good. Young player, training and development. Also coming through our system as well. We'll play him in the CM position and get him to work as a. I think we're starting on CM and tank. Right, so he's got to improve his off-the-ball vision. I think the whole goal here is for him to improve in the final third. Okay, we just got him there. Yeah, I think quite a number of players in our team are going to get a chance to play this season. That Tassone has a lot of potential. The last game of pre-season before we meet Inter. Tassone, give the youngster a chance to play his scores immediately. Very first game. Straight away, hey, I'm happy. Thank you for letting me play. I like this. I like his aggression, his anticipation, his concentration, his decision making is very good. Potential captain. I think he can be like a holding midfielder. There's plenty of potential here. Okay, he's off the ball up by one or two factors. He became turning into a box-to-box midfielder. Only problem for him is his technical skills, right? So the season he has to work on his technical skills the most, which is the reason why we put him on that first touch training program. Yeah, so he's going to be on that forever now. Plus, like CM on attack, which is quite general, but it should help. So this is good now. 45 minutes. So Ponticelli playing a lot better now. Okay, so he's not dropping as much as he was dropping earlier. Okay, so we'll push them until the 65th minute because we need Ponti and Lingmo to play all the way. Right, so let's see how far we can push Lingmo and Ponti. These are the only two players left now. Okay, Lingmo, he dropped. Lingmo might be a problem this season, the way he's playing right now. Okay, mix up. Okay, we're gonna take Lingmo off now. Bring on Ozan, Fonseca off for Tobias, Ponticelli for Hugo Tena. We leave Pidis to learn the position. This guy comes off and Mr. Waka. Morselli and Osino, let them finish the game. Rather not. Okay, we got Bogart and Skywing. Okay, bring them on now. Okay, Bogart and Skywing. Swap. Okay. Let Tassone, Acosta. He's got nobody else. Okay, good. That's it. Okay, last game. Good morning, Bruno Bastos. Okay. So we're getting this guy maximum time, these two and this one. 1, 2, 3. Right, so these three haven't had maximum time, so let them play. Alright. He's into this. Again, not too impressed. 38 shots, 3.7 XG. That's terrible. That's not very good, actually. 40, 3.78. Not impressed. I mean, I'm kind of expecting like 10 shots, get 10 shots, 1.6 xg. That's what I'm expecting. Like this is what 5 clear cut chances. That's it. If I looked at the stats, it'd probably tell me 5 clear cut chances. It's better to look at the XG. Okay, basically when you want to find out whether your tactics any good, right? You don't look at all this stuff. What you do is you come in here straight away. I'll show you where. Very easy. Alright, so all you gotta do is come into your tactic. You come in and then go to analytical data, come inside here. How many of these are greater than 0.2? That's what you're looking for. That's it. That's the only thing you're interested in. 1, 2, 3, okay. 4. No, this is not. This is close. This is 2. 4 is this one. This isn't XG. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Very good chances. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not that bad. 7 chances. Okay. 7 very good goal scoring chances. Now I'm happy. And the thing is, you want to be more accurate. What you do is you go in there and you look at all the chances. That means you're ruling out all those with headers, all those from counter set pieces, and then you're only left with the open play ones. You need 2 a game. Then I would say your tactic is good. If you cannot get to 2 a game, the tactic is still not good enough. Either your tactic isn't good enough or you don't have the right players, because it's one or the other. So sometimes when you use a tactic with a very good team, you will see it producing lots of chances, right? Then you know that's the benchmark. Then all you got to do is get better players for your system, because there's nothing wrong with the tactic. Then your second question is going to be, how do I make this weaker players do well? Then you have to understand where the problems lie, which position, right? Maybe then what you do is you tweak the system. So if you're seeing like my defensive wingers are too far away, right? We don't have a lot of strength right now in the center. Our strikers aren't very good at holding up the ball and always scoring, and we might lose the ball and then open ourselves up the flanks, that kind of thing. Then it's better for me to play wingbacks. See, that's why I adapted from defensive wingers to wingbacks. So you gotta know your own system strengths and weaknesses when you are looking at trying to fine-tune your tactical system. That's what I'm doing. All right, so we're there. Yeah, now all we do is go on holiday until next match. I think we got Inter at home, big match. We have to get all the players ready, man. First game of the season. Hopefully, that was it, man. I think preseason, 1 hour. Right, very fast preseason. Get into the first few games and hopefully we get off to a good start. I can't. I mean, it's like difficult to. I mean, my wife kind of knows that right now I'm streaming, so having discussion with me right now is not exactly the best time to do it. She's probably in a very bad mood. My wives are in a bad mood. All those husbands who are married for more than 5 years will know. Those guys who've been married only for a year, they don't know yet. They have no clue. It's when you've been married for 5 years or more, you will understand there is a time and place to have a discussion. You have to pick your moments. You cannot react. Oh shit, I'm already foreseeing a thunderstorm coming. So after this game, I might call the stream. Yeah. Because I need to go and come off the edge. Right. So right now I have to decide what to do, right? So I can't decide what to do. I need to calm down. I don't know what to do. Fuck this shit. I don't know what to do. What to do, man? Logo predicts. Let's see whether there's such a thing as logo predicts in Malaysia. Okay, all right, let's just try this. Okay. This is Malaysia, no? Yeah. Logo predicts in Malaysia. What's the G and logo predicts? Logo predicts, right? Logo predicts. How much does logo design in Malaysia cost? Best orthopedic surgeons. Malaysia Aesthetic Certification Program. Okay, Malaysia Logopedia Fandom. Fandom is not Logopedia. This has got nothing to do with Logopedics Faculty of Medicine. Yeah. The very concept doesn't even fucking exist in Malaysia. Yeah. So it looks like I have to do it myself. I mean, I think it can be done now. Just to do something different, right? Okay, homegrown in player. Okay, we're 12 months away from Bustthenet homegrown in terms of nation or club trade. So we got Rafa. Who the heck is Caro Figlio? Okay. Federico Rafa. Wow. Nah, is okay. Mohammad Faizwan Saleh from Singapore. Playing in Italy. He's playing for Napoli. Singaporean player. Giuseppe Baldi. Nice name. Yeah. Goalkeeper. And then we've got Ho Han in the German from the German. It's actually from Germany, right? So Mateos Cristofoli. I don't think he's ever going to have a future in this club. Okay, then we got Joe Enric Bensic. Okay, that's not bad. He's going to be trained in club. Okay, so that's good. That's very good, no? Okay, and then 20th of June, 38, he gets homegrown in club. Then Batista is okay, so. Then we got all these guys training at club. So we got a few coming through. I mean, the most important is going to be Pinas and Bensic. I think Pinas and Bensic are players that we can use. Right, so, all right. So first game of the season coming out, yeah, baby. So let's save it. All right. Let's talk about the plan. Plan is we're gonna start with this. That's why I've been working on this the whole of preseason. All right, so Companion is not a bad player, but we're going to go with Goliath to start. Ponticelli, Boga, Wing, Pedra Biasi. Pedra Biasi as opposed to the new Tulo. Tulo is attacking, but he's still learning his position. So I think we go with somebody who can cross the ball. Papa Chivelli. Okay, all right, so we're going to get Papa Chivelli to play there. The other option will, of course, be Pedra Biasi. Pedra Biasi is not a crosser of the ball. That's the problem. Okay. So then we got this here. We could put in what's his face? This guy, Pinas, or we could put in him. Pedro Biasi. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll put him. Okay, we'll put Biasi. Now we'll go with Biasi. Ho Han, I'm sorry, I always like to put his name there, but never use him. Lingmo, Fonseca, Bartolek. No, not Bartolek. We got Ozan Skilmas. We're going to play him. Okay, so we got a real nice partnership with them. They started on Nieto, I don't think is a goalkeeper because his first touch is quite poor. So we're going to ask him to be we're going to personalize this role for him and tell him to be a goalkeeper on defense. Okay, that's it. Because I think that his role as a sweeper keeper is going to be suspect. It's all suspect, man. When are we going to win Champions League? I want to bring some flowers. All right, Asino is on the bench. Okay, so here we go. First game of the season against Inter Milan. We have to hope for the best. Hopefully we get off to a good start. We have failed to beat Inter. No? Inter is one team that when it comes to beating them, we wait for the day. We are still waiting for that day to come. All right, so obviously the fans are hopeful. They're out in full song in cheer. Ponticelli to Acosta. Acosta plays the ball in. It's not going to be a start that we were hoping for. Here we go. It's a foot race between That's it. There's a Ozan read that beautifully. Ponticelli with the free kick. Bro doesn't trust this. I don't trust my keeper. I straight away. His first touch is only 4. So I got to play him in a role that doesn't see him, ask for trouble with the first touch. I learned from, you gotta learn from experience, man. I hope I'm right. Look at that. 2 going down to do hard tackling already. That's hard tackle. That's considered hard tackle. Right, if you go down to ground like that. Oh no. Sesko has given them the lead. That's not a good start, man. That's not a good start. Goliath out to Bogart. I think we'll stick on to what we're doing. Still on Skywing. Ooh. Not on target. Again, Hamel. Goes back to Ozan. Goliath. Goes looking long. Uh-oh. Fonseca's ball. No, for Ozan come. Fonseca's first touch was terrible. He was in dreamland all the way. Okay, NATO gathers that. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna have to take a chance. Okay, all right. Gotta push up now. No choice really. I gotta push, man. I gotta push them out of the pitch. Take a risk. Yeah, we have Inter Milan and Napoli. No luck so far. Okay, wing back. TLPs, Goliath, Ponticelli. This is our attackers. So far, it's still them. But they haven't, I mean, apart from the one fortuitous goal, we haven't really done anything ourselves. Both teams haven't really carved out a lot of great chances. At least our boys did something right, huh? Benjamin Sesko scored the goal, so they broke his leg. Undo. Okay, wait, hold on. Too low. Comes on for Pedro BRC. No choice. I gotta bring on this guy. The problem right now is there's no substitute for this position. That's the problem right now we have. We have no substitute for LeBron's position because the left side is he's injured. Bogart. The idea was there, but the execution again. They're getting the ideas, but the execution all 1 yard short. Good. Ponti, go. Into the space for Wing. Wing is in. Wing shoots and it somehow bobbles into the back of the net. Okay, that's what we needed, man. What we needed. Not pretty, but it's a goal that we needed. Ponti did well. Wings took it down and then he tried to shoot. Deflection. Any other day that would have probably hit the upright and gone out. Okay. All right. We're gonna take off a Hamel. Hamel is no use if he's gonna have this, right? So we're gonna bring on Bartolek. Goliath is 6.6. I'm gonna bring on Misuruka. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring the erotic companion on. Acosta for Hugo Tena. Okay. So we make a few changes. I'm toying with the idea of bringing the. All right. No. Okay, wait. Okay. Question is, now we have to see this, right? This is what I was worried about. This is why I'm playing wing back. See that? They have to really pass the ball well. Okay, they did it. Go. Tulo. Yeah. That's why that's the danger of playing this style with the 2 defensive wingers. I know they're going to press us very high up the pitch. And we have to, our players have to be able to pass the ball out from that high press. Tulo into the space of Wing, and it's going to be Bogart. Misses. Come on. Encourage the boys. Gomez. Into the area. Man, just wait. Okay. All right, there we go, right? See this? This guy will drop to this position. Right there he goes. So we just have to wait. That's why I wanted to switch ball to other flank. Dangerous, I know, but Ozan can do it also. All these players should be able to bring the ball out. Will make me damn nervous. Ponti. I hurt myself. How did he miss that? It's so well crafted. I'm like, what? It's such a beautifully crafted chance. And he just gave the ball to the keeper. I'm like, what the hell? Ponti is making the chances. No. Okay, wait. No. Keep it down, guys. The chances are coming. We can win our first game of the season if we believe in ourselves. Volkov. Bloody Russian arms dealer. Mario, no, extra player. Inner voice is saying drop these guys back down. But why did he go away from the ball? I don't get this. What are players doing? It's like, I don't want the ball. I'm running away from the ball. Did you see that? He ran behind the player. No, he just had to stand his ground and receive the pass. Instead, he runs away from the ball. Why? Why, guys? Why? Ponti, inside pen. Come on, guys. It's a pen. I hope they score this. We don't deserve to lose this game. There is no way we deserve to lose this game. But someone other, justice will not prevail. Penalty awarded. Hamel steps up. No, Hamel is not taking the penalty. He's off. He's gone off already. So I don't know. Bartolek. Do it. I knew we were going to miss the penalty. I knew we were going to miss the penalty. There is no reason why we didn't win this game. There is absolutely no reason why we didn't win this game. Okay, like decent. Not a lot of great chances. This was a great chance. This was a good chance. I think in this game, we only had 2 very good chances. That's it. Very disappointed with that result, man. I don't think I'm unlucky. It just happens, right? These kind of things will happen. Very unfortunate. We played well, but didn't deserve that. That was not something I was expecting to see. And this is not good for me, you know. What within beach budget? Since when? Oh, sorry. Small problem. How much? 74. Okay. I got a lot of cash on hand. There you go. Happy now. It's not I don't have money. I have a lot of money. To replace the players, I have to go out there and find Italian players. That's the thing. I can't just go out there and sign any player I want. But this is the thing about Italy, right? Once you reach a point where you need to get homegrown players. So we need homegrown players. So that's the thing. And if there is a inner voice in my head that goes, Just drop all your money for one striker. There's one striker in Serie A that can do us I mean, he can probably do the job lah. He's this position, and then he's homegrown in Italy, and he's actually this guy, Gianluca Russo. He's 30 years old, and I can get him for 2.2 million. Russo could probably do the job. Ask agent about availability. One summary about he exists prior to joining the Royal that exists within his favorite Vicenza. So he's happy at Vicenza. That's the problem. And the only other player we can sign is this guy, Zilotto. Zilotto could, but his work rate is very low. Okay. Then the scouted players, if you look here, all these are the players I scouted. Right, strikers train Italy. We gotta change the age. We gotta change the age range. To about say 30, 29. Okay, so 29. These are all the ones that we scouted earlier. So we got Franco De Palma, who's too expensive. It's like in the 90s, so we can't get him. Jojo Addressi, 35 to 45 million. I mean, dropping all this money for one player is crazy. You know, I've never done that. Right. Kim. Borussia maybe, you know. Okay, report. No need to report. Add to shortlist. Okay. We can't. It has to be homegrown in nation. That's the only condition that we have to meet. I need to get one more striker. I mean, we have other players. But the thing is, if I go out there and sign a striker, then what happens to the guys that we have? Like the other players? I think no lah. No. I will refuse to do that. We will depend on the kids. Okay. If I get fired, I get fired. Yeah. And I think we give them some time. I got Morselli next game. Okay. That's it. That's my solution. That's how we'll approach this. We're not gonna sign more players just because we have the money. Okay, we got the players. I think Acosta. I think for this game is gonna be LeBron. LeBron and Acosta. We'll put Ho Juan out. Yeah, okay. Hey Chico, how are you, man? I'm gonna have to do it myself. Yeah, the homeschool my own boy from tomorrow. I think I'll talk to my wife. Like, see, first I have to listen. I mean, I can't just suggest it to my wife, right? Go and tell my wife I'm gonna homeschool my son straight away, and my wife might freak out about that too. So things we have to do. It's going to affect my content, man. That's for sure. So content will have to take a big nosedive. Already it's taken a big nosedive. Now it's going to take an even bigger nosedive. Might end up just being on Discord, helping people out, doing the weekly shows, and maybe the streams. Yeah, that's about it. Now videos, once in a while I'll probably get a video out. And you just have to make sure that I'm gonna have to think about it. Because I gotta figure out how to approach this subject. how to broach this, how to discuss this with my wife. Very soon I'm gonna get off okay, hold on, I'm speaking like so I'm texting my wife while doing the stream because I'm struggling to think of what we can do, man, for the boys. The challenge is the oldest one, right? The oldest one, because he was affected by COVID, and then this is now, like, I won't say he's got learning disabilities, more like he missed the whole development cycle. So I've got to figure a way to do it myself at home. Yeah, I know I have to do it, of course. Yeah, I'm definitely, that's how I approach it, man, Victor. Do it for the best, do it for the kids and only the kids. That's my focus right now. So I'm going to have to approach, I have to look at it that way. I'll talk to my wife. So, my wife is not the sort that's going to like flip, that kind of thing. She's not that silly. She's of course concerned about me. Okay. Tulo, we signed him because he crossed the ball. There. That was a big problem for us last season, right? One of the reasons why we could not get into the final third. All right, so I won't say we couldn't get into the final. Of course, we could get into the final third. The question was last season we couldn't we couldn't hit fifth gear. We kept struggling. We kept going, and then oh no, we can't score a goal. We don't have enough options to score, to create those goal scoring options, right? So now I can still play my defensive winger system. I'm doing it right now. We got to notice that their fullbacks aren't pushing us into a corner. Their wingers aren't pushing us in, right? Look at that. So we can afford to bring the ball out and get some space behind their lines. That's why I swapped to defensive wingers straight away. Because we can push. Yeah, they're sitting quite deep. Yeah. What a pass, man. Okay, alright, okay. I'm seeing something here. But Tulo there. Tulo, I want to see how he plays for the whole 90. Acosta is also a player that can go up and down the flanks. Last season, we lost the first game, man, Captain. We did well. We created lots of chances. It's like the first game of the season. No? We played Inter, the team we rarely ever beat. And then that was our first game of the season. Played well, but final third wasn't so good. This is why we want to cross the ball. But this came from Bogart, right? So Bogart is very good at creating chances. It's Ponticelli, the inside forward. I think the other player today is playing is Morselli, the youngster. Yeah. So we've rejigged the starting lineup. Bogart, Morselli, Ponticelli, Acosta and Tulo starting the games. So I'm looking at Acosta and Tulo being the main players, with Bogart leading the line. Victor Mehware. I've noticed on my save against my 4-2-3-1, teams play with a low block using a 4-2-3-1 with two double DMs, okay? Focus play on that helps me just, I think I'm changing player roles to make it a 3-1-6. Let me think. How do you halfback, I guess, right? Halfback. If you play a 4-2-3-1, you're playing a 4-2-3-1 with DMs, right? Okay, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1 with DMs, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1 with DMs, you can't really get a 3-1-6. But unless you play a flat 4-2-3-1. And even if you play a flat 4-2-3-1, you still can't do it, right? Because you got no halfback. So a halfback can only come from the system. Unless you do an asymmetric 4-2-3-1, then maybe you can get that effect. More like 3-1, you get like a 3. You can get a 3-2-5. Yeah, you still can get a 3-2-5. 3-2-5 is actually challenging. It's good enough, no? Because you get a 5-channel attack, right? So you got 2 anchors in your 3. So you're defending quite nicely. So 3-2-5 is more than enough. You don't have to add one more filler and make it 6. Okay, look at this, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking the lines. That's enough. Because most defenders are going to come back in a 4. So you got a 1 extra player. So they got a double DM, right? So my attack pattern is actually a very simple attack pattern. I just got 5 in attack. That's it. So when I get transition, I'm going to have 5 into attack. You see, now it's a 3. Now it's moving into a 5. Then it moves into a 5 now. Then, and then one. Oh, come on. This is what I wanted. So we swapped to defensive winger straight away. I noticed that there. So I came off the wingback. The wingback one. The wingback is too defensive. This is more offensive. Against teams that want to sit back, I attack. Instead of sitting back myself with 2 wingbacks. Okay, good. Spal we should beat. But this team is very unpredictable. Sometimes they play well, sometimes they don't. So today we are playing quite well now. It's a good way to bounce back. But of course, I'm not going to be happy with this team. We're expecting more from them. So if I were you, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, you're playing a fat 4-2-3-1, you can go for your 3. You can play with... you can't really do like... Unless you have that 1 DM sitting in a central position, then you can get like... you can get your 3 shape in defense and then your 2 wingbacks fall into the midfield. But then it's not. I still think 4-2-3-1 you can put a lot of pressure on teams. Those that play low block, mid block, I just go and attack them, man, with double DMs on attack duty. Double attack duties on the flanks and wingbacks on support. That's how I attack them. You don't give them a chance. You just attack. Because when you play a low mid block, you gotta, and then just have drop off more as your defensive line adjustment. When you do the drop off more, right, your block moves down after that. When the ball comes over the top, you can defend your lines like how I do with this guy, right? I drop off more. So we don't overcommit in attack. So we're going to bring Misiruka. Acosta coming out for LeBron. LeBron was injured for a while. So those are the first 2 changes. Okay. So we change these 2. Bring out Misiruka for a change. He hardly ever plays. Missed that play anyway. He's quite a bull. Aye. No. Good block. So we have to win this game at all costs. So let's go to key highlights. Win this game at all costs. The first thing I do is go key highlights. Why? Okay, come on, Spal. And Neto, goalkeeper so far, he's not doing badly. He's playing now a sweeper keeper. Oops. Sheesh. You gotta remember this is a goalkeeper. Okay. Let's not for him. We don't want him to be a sweeper keeper. But Scramjet, this is supposed to be a sweeper keeper. It's supposed to bring the ball out. It's supposed to be the snake sweeper. That's why we got 2 white centre backs. I don't know, man. Might be a bit dangerous. Okay, we go to Romero. Goes out. What's this guy? Come on. Good defending. I got turned too slow. Ozan. Hamel with the header away. Misruka does well. And then... okay. Mix up. Alright, we got Bartolek for Jacques Hamel. This guy for Jean Henrik. And then we will take off Bogart and bring on Asino. So. Oh, yeah! This is annoying. I just brought in youngsters, no? More youngsters. Morselli and Asino. That means Bogart is off. Today is a day where I'm giving players a chance. Oi, Morselli. We're taking a lot of chances here. So this is a youngster playing. And Mitsuruka does it. Okay. I'm happy now. Because Mitsuruka wanted to leave the club. He's a homegrown player. We don't want him to leave the club because I think having him in the squad makes us also stronger. And where are we going to find a player homegrown who has his attributes as well? He's a very good squad player. He may not be a starter, but he definitely has got the ability to, he's got very good aggression. He's a decent box-to-box midfielder. He's got some creativity. He's got vision, decision. He's got some decent anticipation and concentration. He's not the greatest, but I don't need him to be the greatest. I just need him to be willing to work hard, and that he does in spades. He does a lot of that. Ponticelli with a what a goal from Ponticelli. Okay, guys. Phew. You know when you do youth development, right? The worst thing, right, is when you bring on those kids, right, and you start losing. So we brought Asino and Porcelli, right? Because who's not playing here? Bogart and Skywing, right? Remember the last game, we didn't win that game. So this is the reason why I started with these two today. That was a good win for us against Spal. 4-1. Very good win. So after that opening day defeat to Inter Milan, we have now won on the road against Spal. It should give us that confidence that we need, so we can avoid. This is something that you want to avoid, at all costs at the start of the season, right? The drop in morale. So now it's 3-4-4. That's it. Okay, so we're just 1 point behind the leaders. That's fantastic news because almost everybody in front of us all won the first game and drew the second game. So we're doing the whole Alex Ferguson thing, right? You know what Alex Ferguson says? You either win or you lose. Too many draws. A lot of draws don't win you draws don't win you titles. That's my own philosophy as well. I don't believe draws will ever win you titles. You either go for it or you don't waste your time. Okay, so we got complete training schedule here. And then we're going to have a complete training schedule here. I'm lazy. Okay, I'll leave this alone for now. Okay, we got to do training later. I'm also a 4-2-3-1 flat. I can attack in a 3-2-5 shape. It's sort of similar to one of the attacks. The attack is the best shape ever. Is this the best shape? I want to make it a 3-1-6 in case I face again. No, if you want to, the thing is, okay, I tell you what, when you're playing against a team, right, who plays a back five, you don't want, okay, the rule of thumb is this. When you play against a back five, this is what the rule of thumb is. You don't allow the wingbacks out. Because the moment you allow the wingbacks out, you are in trouble. So it's not how attacking you're going to be. It's how well you keep the ball. Okay. So what you want to do against a back five system is you want attacking duties on your two wingers. Then you want your wingbacks high up, position high up the pitch so that they can support play. You want to keep your passing relatively not too, you don't want to be mixed. You want to be relatively short so you can move the ball around, right? But when you lose the ball and your team has to come back and defend, then you want to have drop off more, right? So you're not running. And your defenders have to have anticipation, concentration. So when you play like that, you're putting pressure on the wingbacks. So the wingbacks cannot bring the ball out. Every time the wingbacks try to bring the ball out, they run into trouble. The other thing you want to do against back five systems is you want to force the wingbacks to go down the flank. So when you do your OIs, you don't show them inside, you show them outside. You don't give the wingbacks any chance but to run down the flanks, right? So you don't give them an option to pass inside because you're tight marking their center mids. So their center mids all being tight marked. So that's what I always do when I'm playing against a back five, right? If I'm playing a 4-2-3-1 against a back five, I will put pressure on their center so they cannot pass the ball center. So those wingbacks cannot look for inside pass, right? So they have to bring the ball out. So when they bring the ball out, You got two players versus their wingbacks. What chance do those wingbacks have? See what I mean? So the thing is this, right? So whenever you play against this low, the mid block or the low block 5-2-3s, right? They are waiting for you to attack with less numbers so that when you lose the ball, they can counter attack you. So when you want to, how do you battle against the counter attack? By having drop off more. So it's not difficult to play against this, but the thing is, I find it quite, I love playing against those systems, right? So, but the thing is, for most people, I notice when they play against these systems, they are more likely to like, hey, I'm worried about the counter attack. So maybe I want to have a fullback or support. A fullback. See, your decision to play a bit more safe gives them a chance to bring the ball out because your fullbacks aren't high enough to support. So yeah, there's a lot of things to consider. 4-2-3-1 is a fantastic tactics. I think it is probably the best attacking shape on Football Manager right now. Right? It is one of the best. It's very optimal because you can put a lot of pressure on their flanks. So the back five systems don't have a chance to come out. Yeah. But if your striker is a short ass, you have a problem. Yeah, that's when you have problems. So sometimes when I play against those systems, what I want to do is I want to pull those three centre backs apart, right? So when I pull those three centre backs apart, I always have one winger and one inside forward. The winger is to stretch the back line. The inside forward is to attack. And then I will always use an advanced forward or a pressing forward. And I don't use any other role against the back five because I want one of my players to stretch, the other to attack. So if I go down that route, right? So if the winger stretches the team and then we can get across diagonal. So where the winger is playing, there'll always be a Mazzala. So there's a Mazzala or a roaming playmaker. So those players who can do a cross diagonal to the other side where the inside forward is attacking. When the inside forward attacks that side, defenders are always going to be stretched. There's always going to be space. So back fives are not difficult to break down, but you just have to, you have to keep the ball. That's the problem, right? If you can't keep the ball in that transition phase, you lose the ball. That's when they hurt you the most because they can afford to sit back and put one over the top and you're in trouble. Then you, oh shit, I attack and now I concede a goal. Yeah. Because the problem is when you play against a back 4-2-3-1 morphing into a 3-1-6 means that you will have to attack with you definitely have to have a wing back on attack, right? So your wing back's on attack and the inside forward, you have a wing back on attack and maybe inside forward on attack. So then you have your 3-1-6, so to speak. But you have to make sure you keep the ball. If you can't keep the ball, you're in trouble. See, you are throwing more attack duties forward, but you're leaving one entire flank exposed. So it's something to consider. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just asking you to think about what you're doing. That's all. There are options. There are plenty of options in the game, but yeah, everybody has to find their own way. I can help you guys by giving you ideas. Like, I want to play a 4-2-3-1 soon, but you see, I'm getting to that mood right now where I want to change tactics again. No? That's my danger. No? When I play Football Manager, when people ask me this kind of questions, right? The moment they ask me this kind of question, I feel like playing a tactic 4-2-3-1, just to show you what I mean. Because 4-2-3-1s are incredibly versatile. Okay, why? Because you can play like, hey, you can turn like a 4-2-3-1. You can have two holding roles. Okay, like a DLP and a ball-winning midfielder, right? So ball-winning midfielder is the DLP is on support. Then you got one ball-winning midfielder. Now the ball-winning midfielder is gonna attack higher up the pitch. So when he attacks higher up the pitch, right, what you end up having is this guy holding, right? So DLP is on hold. So what I normally do with the right-sided player here is to have an attacking role here. So it's a wing-back on attack or a wing-back on support or wing-back on attack or wing-back on support. Somebody that can push up the ball. But when that happens, beside him, I need a ball-playing defender. So you have to think about all these combinations inside there, I don't want to change tactic, but then I'll lose the time. I'll get fired. I will get fired. I'll get fired in a heartbeat, man. Because we don't have, do we have players for this? See, if I play 4-2-3-1, it's not that I can't change tactics. I can if I have the players for it. Okay, I have 4-2-3-1. What do we need now? We have a pressing forward. We don't have. We have an attacking forward. Attack forward. We have a shadow striker. No, I don't want a shadow striker. I want APS. See, that's the problem, right? It's the way I play. APS or APA. Okay, let's go APA. APS better. Can play the safer version of the tactic. Then I play with 2 double volantes attacking. Okay, so I got 2 volantes attacking the ball. I have volantes. 100% we have. We got Eros. We have Hamel. We have Bartolek. They can all... Bartolek cannot. Hamel can and Eros maybe. Maybe. I don't know about those 2 lah. Maybe they can. Then the 2 wingbacks we have. Okay, I can do like 2 volantes on attack. Alright, they carry the ball forward. We got 2 complete wingbacks on the left and the right. They'll push up the pitch. 2 volantes on attack. In the final third, I will have an AP on support or an AP on attack. Winger, inside forward, advance forward. Okay. Okay, we try that. Crazy, right? I'm psychotic. I'm gonna get fired. Because of you fellas, right, I'm gonna get fired. I will get fired. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get fired. 100% I'm gonna get fired. If I get fired, we have to find a new club. Better start thinking on the new club, huh? I'm always doing this nonsense. Berm 4231 DM. Okay, let's loot this one. File could not be imported. Why? It's a different tactic, is it? Wow, all these tactics are... What happened to them? Cannot be imported. Why? This file could not be imported. My goodness, what has happened to my tactics, man? Some of them cannot come back. Birmingham, no. Birmingham 4231. Okay, alright. Okay, so we change it to a slightly different one. Okay, so I'm going to go double volantes on attack. Volante on attack. Volante on attack. Okay. Alright, ball playing defender. CD on defend. Complete wing back first. Complete wing back here. Alright, here AP on a winger. Okay, here winger. Let's go winger on attack. Here we go advance forward. Okay. Here we go edit instruction. Dribble more, take more risks. Here we go. Edit instruction. Tight mark. Tackle. No need tackle harder. Okay, alright, here. Edit. Tight mark. Done. Okay, done. Alright, here volante on that. Take fewer shoot. Dribble less. Okay. Yeah. Dribble less. Take fewer risks. Okay. Yeah. Title tackle. No tackle harder. Okay, done. Alright, here. Done. Here, goalkeeper. Done. Okay, here. Edit. Title. No dribble less. What's this? Complete wing back. Okay, take more risk. Dribble more. Review first. I decide after I see your play. I mean, I want to do this. Dribble more and take more risk. But I don't know whether these players can handle this. Okay, come in here. Set. Where's your set pieces? Corners. Come in here. Routines. Save all routines. Come out there. FM 24 scram. Okay, done. Let's go inside this Birmingham overview. This is not Birmingham anymore. Psycho. 4231. It's psychotic that I'm doing a 4231 right now. Okay. Set piece. Corners. Lower routines. Scram. Done. DMCR come here. Okay, left. DMCR come here. Here. Okay, okay, done. Left, right. Done. Okay. Alright, let's quick pick. All of you guys in trouble. Inside forward. You are a freaking inside forward. You're not inside forward. Moselli, winger. Can't even cross the ball. We're in trouble. Hamel and Bartolek, Acosta, Lingmo, Fonseca, Papa Shireli. Okay. None of them can play in those roles, man. Okay, let's go. Next match. 3 wing, how wide the tactic will be. No, don't worry. Everybody knows. Everybody on this stream knows. I'm always like this, no? I'm always like this. When some people ask a lot of questions, I'll start playing just to show you. I'll tell you something, right? Asking somebody about... Yeah, I'm probably, I don't believe that you can just tell someone what to do on Football Manager. You got to show it. That's one of the reasons why I stopped writing so much forum posts and all that. I mean, it's one thing, it's easy to talk. And then after that, you want to show the person what you mean, right? It's easier if you can show them, but it takes time, right? You just can't. Like, I'm showing people the advantages of defensive wingers and why sometimes defensive wingers aren't a good idea. And why sometimes complete wingbacks are a good idea. I showed it just now because defensive wingers, if your boys in defense can pass the ball, you can avoid a press very easily and can attack them very quickly. But it depends on whether you have players for it, right? So if you don't have the players for it, then there's no point. I mean, then you might as well play with complete wingbacks so you can build the ball out, but then it means you have to carry the ball forward with some rolls. But if you say that to someone or you write that to someone, they might not get what you're trying to say until they see it with their own two eyes. That's why I tend to do this more. So it helps. That's the only reason why I do these kind of things all the time. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm willing to take chances with my own performances on stream. Sometimes, yeah, I get fired. So get fired. It's not a skin off my back. It just makes me pissed. If I get fired, I'll probably take AC Milan or some club. I'll start with that because I want to get my 145 goal scorer. I don't care after that. After that, it's like shit, man. I even may play with Man City. I don't care what anybody says. I'm just going to score lots of goals. But I don't want to play Erling Haaland. That's it. Erling Haaland is cheap. I mean, I'm sorry, sir. I know that some of you are playing Erling Haaland. But for me, I think it's too easy. Yeah. For me, it'll be too easy. I think most of you can get. I mean, I don't think there's any player who cannot get Erling Haaland to score 80 goals a season. I don't think there's any one of you who can't do it. I think all of you can do it. Okay, this is it. My phone is telling me what song is playing on the computer. That's interesting. I'm not trying to knock other content creators, but I think that there's so many ways of doing it. Yeah, so I like to do it like this. So there are plenty of ways to play this game. Remember the 5 flat defenders with 2 DMs? And then you can put the 3 strikers in front strikers. I told you about that tactic, right? Or you can have them as inverted wingbacks. They come in a bit narrow, and then you have this central attacking pattern with 3 strikers. That you can also do in the game. It's a lot of fun. It's crazy. It's crazy attacking, man. It is crazy attacking. Okay, now we play Frosinone with a new tactic. Okay, well, I got to think about what was going to happen. Okay, so whenever I create a new tactic, what's the first thing I think about? I think about the transitions because I know I made this tactic already. So I got a lot of attacking duties in the final third. The first thing I'm worried about is whether I can bring the ball there. Whether my defenders can actually bring the ball forward. That's the first problem I have. All right, the second thing I'm worried about is we'll pass into space because I haven't changed my team instructions, right? So working the ball up the pitch might require me to use focus play left and right to make it easier. Then I can move the ball up the pitch. But when I do a focus play left and right, it automatically opens up space where when the ball is we focus down that flank, the other side of the tactic becomes weaker because there's space. But never mind, there's too much theory right now going on. So let's remove this first. Let's do this. Not play our defense. Let's not do this. Let's pass into space. Let's drop off more. Let's not play a mid block. Let's do this. Let's prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Let's stop cross. Okay. Pass, be more disciplined. Remove this. We run a defense. Pass into space. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. Okay, now we quick. Bogart comes on for no. Bogart can play passing, vision, decisions, flare, try scalar balls. Okay, he can play in the center. Companion also can play there. Bensic, Torre, Pedra Biasi. Holy shish kebabs. There's a lot of players, man. Okay, all right. Okay, so what have we got here? We got Morselli. Morselli in a winger. Okay, so let's look for someone who's probably can do that job. He can't cross the ball. Shit. Why do I? Daljit, you looking to make a tactic, but you got nobody who can cross the ball. No, don't have. Why then you want to? Why in heaven's name do you want to make a tactical system when nobody can cross the ball? I'm just trying something. You moron. You go Tanner. Okay, you come. Maybe you can cross the ball. You only got 9. Fuck. Masino, can you cross the ball? I can. I got 10. I can cross the ball, sir. Okay, you play. You can cross the ball. Okay. Asino is the only one that can cross the ball. Okay, Bogart. Bogart has got right foot. I mean, Bogart coming in here on the left might even be like an inside forward. So we'll play Bogart as an inside forward. We change the tactics slightly. We play him as an inside forward. We play this guy as a winger. Okay. All right. So we got inside forward here. We got Bogart. Bogart can't even play in this position. Sheesh. Okay. AP. Reason. Okay, we'll play him as an AP on attack then. What the hell? Also many attack duties. You know this is not going to work, right? You know this is not going to work, but you still want to climb the mountain. I know it's not going to work, but I want to climb the mountain anyway. I'm an idiot. Waiting to kick myself. Okay. All right. So this guy can be a winger. He can cross the ball. Asino is now inside forward. Is he? Daljit is not inside forward. You know he's not inside forward, but you put him there as an inside forward. What is wrong with you? So who can play as an inside forward? I don't have an inside forward. Where's your inside forward? Where's your inside forward? I thought I had inside forward. He's injured, idiot. Morselli can be inside forward. Okay, good. Yeah. All right, done. Let's go. I cultured, man. No. Yeah, I'm just, someone asked a question about 4-2-3-1, so I started playing a 4-2-3-1. No, I've not dropped the Monty Python. I still play the Monty Python. I still have the scramjet tactic. It's because somebody asked a question, so I went and about 4-2-3-1. So I decided to create one on the fly. So this is a new 4-2-3-1. My first time playing it, so forgive me. It's probably gonna come, smashing down on my head. Triple more. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let's go all the way, man. Let's go with risks. This is Volante or tap Volante's complete wingback. I'm having them take more risks. Oh dear Lord, you're taking more risks. Maybe not, huh? Maybe you just try. No, don't go out there and just everything take more risks. Okay. Let's start simple first. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go. God, I'm gonna lose this game. I'm gonna lose this game. No, Frosinone third. Why? Because that play Arsenal. Then after that, I have a very long discussion with my wife. I'm supposed to dial things down so I can think about what I'm going to say to my wife later, right? Because my wife has got some serious concerns that I need to address regarding my son's, whether I'm going to be homeschooling him. I'm thinking of homeschooling my son, and which means that my streams are probably going to get, what streams? That's going to happen. Tasone, no, you can't cross the ball to save your life. Hey, I thought you had wingbacks. I also thought I had wingbacks. Apparently, they didn't think they were wingbacks. You can't cross the ball to save your life. Okay, all right. At least you can be a wingback. Hey, Red! Hey, come here. You can be a goalkeeper. What? Yeah, okay. What about you, Ozat? Fonseca, Lingmo, Hohan. No. We don't want to laugh at ourselves, silly. Yeah, I don't have another wingback. Come on. I need more wingbacks. Laivan Papashvili. He's not 11 crossing, 13 anticipation, 12, 10, 10, 3, 3. Okay, fine. But Pedra BSC, anticipation 16, positioning 30. Okay, he can bring the ball forward. Okay, Acosta, we all know. There was a player that I just signed, right? Did I lose him somewhere? Where did he go? What happened to the guy that I just signed, Turo or whatever his stupid name is? Where did he go? I don't see him anywhere. He's gonna hide. He's gone. He's disappeared. Where is he? It's not these two. And then what? I didn't put him on. Fucking hell, what did I do? While talking to you guys, I let him go on. I let him go on loan. We're definitely going to lose the job. He's not supposed to go on loan, no? I accidentally put him on loan. I accidentally put this guy on loan. He's not supposed to go on loan. He was supposed to be the answer to all my needs on the right. So I was looking for the right wing back. I said, where's that wing back? He's on loan because we're retraining him, right? He's supposed to be my wing back. Now he's gonna go away. This poor kid, no, he's registered for Europe as well. I'm such a doofus, man. We rush because I'm rushing. I've got so many things on my mind, right? Right, my son. I've got so many things at home that are on my mind. I just click without reading. Somebody asked him for a loan. I say, yeah. I must say yes. I hope there's no mandatory freaking future fee. You know, if there's a mandatory future fee, that's it, man. It's over for me. Quintero, okay, we got lots of pressure. Read that. Nice. No, that wasn't so nice. Come on. Let's get, if we lose this game, Echebarria, we're going to lose this game. Just because it's an Echebarria playing against us. Bartolek did well. Okay. There is something that I noticed in previous editions of the Game Football Manager. Those volantes on attack, you can ask them to close down more. They can close down like crazy, you know. But no, I mean, the year before that was ball-winning midfielders, right? So, and defend position. Hey, what? I've never seen anybody run over a ball and not touch it. I have never seen a player run over a ball and fail to touch it. He ran over the ball. Look, this guy. Watch him. Huh? He ran through the ball. He didn't touch the ball. He ran through the ball. It's like mystery to me. Like, how is it possible to run through a ball and not touch it? Yeah. Never mind. And then, what happened there? Oh God, this is getting to be a bit annoying already. Never mind. This is revolution, guys. You are seeing revolution from the boys. Because they used to play Monty Python, Scramjet, all these tactics, right? Now they are playing this new system. Fabrizio Lilly, a former player of ours. Lilly is playing here. Moselli. Yeah, Lilly, our former player. Bring us in the stream and we'll scream all together. ICR. Goliath with the corner. And that, the guy Tulo, right? We let him go. He's our corner kick taker as well. The rest of the team cannot deliver corners. I almost feel like restarting from earlier point in the save, because yeah, man, it's next level depressing. It's one of those things, right? When it happens to you, right, you feel like killing off the save straight away. Because you know how important the season is, how crucial that player was. The transfer window just ended, just closed, right? Yeah. So we can't do anything about it. All right, not too bad. We're getting into the final third and creating chances, but not like that. Okay, so gonna have to drop the tempo down a bit more and just slow down the tempo. Easy can busy. Okay, good. Moselli, stretch the pitch. Yeah, okay. Nice. Volante in the... This is where these complete wingbacks, they need a lot of work rate, stamina, acceleration. Moselli, winger, wing. Okay, finally. In this tactic, right, we set it up like this. Your advanced forward will score a lot of goals. You just have to make sure that he gets the ball. That's about it. So we got these two as the volantes. So this system will fall apart when your complete wingbacks are not fast enough. Yeah. Or they have no stamina, they have no work rate. Which is going to be a problem for us, see? So we only have one. Smile. Lily. Okay. Okay, good work from Fonseca. The defender's doing the job. Goes back to the keeper. Lingmore out to Fonseca. The ball playing defenders will bring the ball out. Like Goliath. Okay, looks long. Moselli, the young winger, goes wide. Now it's stretch. Yeah, okay, this is what we want to see. And then, yeah, this is where you see this work rate, stamina work rate. You have to get them, they have to come back. Okay, that's why. All right, good work. The two defenders right there. See these two? Champion. So your defensive substitution strategy is going to be the same players all the time, the four of them. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The two volantes and the two wingbacks. So they got a stretch. Either way, the reason why we're using complete wingbacks is because they will go left or right. What the hell? Come on, this keeper. I'm not making the IF a primary side. No. This for 4-2-3-1 is the best target for all your goals is gonna be your advanced forward. IF's making them a target for all your goals is you're not gonna get a lot of goals from an IF. Yeah, you're gonna be stretching and all that. Then you're looking to do overloads and stuff, flank overloads and pace. There's too much. And it's not always gonna happen because there's a lot of things you're depending on, like traits, like tendency to switch ball to other flank. Then you're looking to put like roaming playmaker to one side and roaming playmaker. Then basically a roaming playmaker or a Mazzala in this position, you're gonna play high up the pitch. So I'd rather have just volantes going up and down. Then what you do is for more patches against better sides where you want a bit more control, what you do with the AP is you change the AP from AP to attack to AP on support. Yeah. So right now you see this the press, right? So we pretty high up the pitch. The two volantes are here. You zoom out. Your back is quite secure, right? So they go. There we go. We win this first ball, the second ball, and we go transition straight into attack. And then we win. See, that's where our volante is right now. And the pressure is quite high. So this is where your players need a lot of, they need a lot of anticipation, acceleration, that kind of thing, right? Stamina and the like. Yeah. So if you want to do it like this, then you can fly. I mean, if you are an even better team, right? If you think you got really good players, if you're willing to do this is a bit more of a risk. This way now is a double attack, right? So now you're looking at these guys running the length of the pitch and then you're hoping they get into the area. I mean, you're taking more chances and your players are going to get more tired faster. But right now, these guys, when they get the ball, the initial position is higher. You see what I mean? Because now they're on attack duty. So they will go for the first ball a bit. That clearance from the goalkeeper, they get there earlier. And then they'll be in this position straight away. So you got a 6. Remember, you're talking about you wanting a 6. So now only playing with 2 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attack. So I'm now against a really defensive team, right? I'm more attacking than they are. So I can get my second goal. So if I wanted to be like you what you're trying to do is you're trying to change roles and duties so much. But why do you want to do all that? They're going to be defensive, right? So they're going to be narrow, right? So what you do is you flood them. So what I've done is I've flooded the roles, right? I got complete wing back on attack, complete wing back on attack. So look at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So what's the point of doing changing a role so badly when you can do something as simple as this? So you don't have to go out there and, make your tactic go crazy. So these guys have become defensive, right? So because I know you look at this fullback DM, it's very definitely defensive. So what is my biggest concern is they're gonna attack me on the counter. So I just drop this back. I got my goal. Why should I overcommit, right? So I just drop them back. Now my concern is gonna be subbing some of these players off. Okay, so I'll take off Bartolek for Misuruka. He's good. So he should be able to break a few legs for us. That's all we're looking for in our players, man. They come on, break a leg or two, and I'll be happy with you. Torre. Can't cross the ball. He's a left footer anyway. We got Levan Papashvili. I think we can use him. Let's try. This is a good time to find out whether it's shit or not. We're about to find out how bad a player he is. So now they haven't changed yet, right? So they're still on complete wingback on attack. Right, so they are putting pressure. Remember, I'm using drops deep, comes deep, right? So this is where I have to be worried, no? Like, if my defenders are not fast enough, they're not tight. So one of the other things that some people might do is discuss. This guy, the reason why it happened, he was what do you call it? What is it? He was out of position. He was too slow. Somebody got yellow card. Get a yellow card, right? So he couldn't tackle. So what I've done on the other hand is I've gone at him on cover now. So by putting him on cover, right, he's now a bit more deeper. I also asked him to be a bit tighter. So when the player comes on him, he'll get tight on the player. So even if I don't, right, so this positioning is important. So I mean, there are so many ways of doing it, right? So I personally, if I play a 4-2-3-1, I just look at what I can do in a game. So now these are back on support, right? So there's support, they have to carry the ball. These are 2 attack duties. There we go, bang. Okay, winger plays it through to the advance forward and boom, goal. So, I mean, if you're talking about perfect playing, you want to play the perfect game. Okay. So we got this cover duty, right? So now I can come in here, play this guy, passing to Mark Thai. Remember just now what we saw? The ball that my defenders they handle. He's on a yellow card. He has got an injury. Which one do you think is more important? At this point in time, it depends on how much you value your players. Like, if do I have enough players to come in for him? I mean, probably not. No. Probably I do, but I think we have Bartolek. Bartolek just came off. Who else can I bring on? Companion, I don't think can tackle. Yeah, I can't. Guess what? When Bartolek is the wrong keeper. Pineas, probably we can bring Pineas on. So we bring Pineas on. Okay, so I'll bring Pineas on. Yeah, pressure. Keep it simple. Don't try and overthink it. I think a lot of people, the biggest problem people have with this game is they overthink things too much. They think like, oh, I know, I have to make my tactic play like this, play like that. You know, I have to, I got 3-1-6. I have to get one extra player in attack. It's all like, it's too complicated. Why you want to change your formation for? Just change a few attack duties, because what you're looking to pay attention to is this. How many players are you getting into the transition? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all attacking already. See, they're all getting into the box. Pass, get a goal. I can predict what's going to happen when I make changes. I literally know what's going to happen when I make changes. This is the reason why I don't play with 4-2-3-1s, 4-3-3s. I don't find them very challenging. Yeah. I find like those really crazy tactics now a lot more challenging. But this is easy. Yeah. So you don't have to go and make like a crazy amount of changes to your tactic, like changing roles here, I want to change this, push this guy here. No, don't overcomplicate your tactic. Right? Just don't. Keep it simple. See something on the game and then make adjustments based on that. Then your tactic becomes stronger. Like you look, I can pass the ball, right? And here we lose the ball. So what do I do then? What's a simple thing that I can do? I can tell that fella to stop dribbling so much. Right? Or I can see it, okay, our recovery is good. Why is our recovery good? You know, one of the reasons why my recovery is good is because I got a lot of players with aggression in my tactic. So I make sure I have lots of players with aggression. But now I know this Volante, right? Okay, I just tell him to go on support. Or take fewer race, dribble less. Yeah, actually, well, we can still keep him on attack, right? He's dribbling less anyway. Take fewer race. Forget it now. Just leave it. He's not doing so much anyway. So, well, he's already told to dribble less. So he's already doing that. He was just being an idiot just now. I don't want to I don't want to put it on support because then there will be too much of a gap, right? Between then the one side of the pitch, right? Because I'm using a focus play on both sides, right? So I want it to be balanced. I don't want it to be off balance by having one guy on a defend duty or on a support duty. So I just want both of them to, if I am going to concede a goal, I just want it to come through the center. Not because of my weaknesses, not my flanks. So they have to basically attack me like this. So when I get the ball, I move up the ball like this. You see, complete wingback is not going up the pitch. Look at where my ball playing defenders are. So they help, right? Because they are ball playing defenders will take more risk and whatever. So this is nice. Another goal. I tell you, if you don't get if in this tactic, right? In this kind of a 4-2-3-1, if I don't get my advanced forward scoring 100 goals with a very good striker, I'm a bad player. That's how confident I am. This tactic, the advanced forward is going to score 100 goals. That's how confident I am. Because the idea here is very simple, right? He attacks. This guy gives us width. This guy comes inside. But we have a focus play left and right going on. I don't use any overlaps. There's no need to. Yeah. Bogart, Pinas. Oh, come on, boys. This is good. Yeah, I like how we play. I just hope this guy doesn't get injured. I wanted to sub him, but I think we used our substitution to protect Misiruka. And then it was a good chance to give Pinas. I think this tactic is quite good for this team, because we can play Pinas all the time. Then our substitution strategy is quite straightforward. But the only problem right now is we don't have, we can't retrain that boy, right? Tulo. But I think we can play Papa Shuveli and what's his face here as well. Oh, LeBron, what happened to you? What did you do? Okay, LeBron just wanted to talk. So just simple enough. Okay, that's it. 4-2-3-1. Yeah. Just come here and chat or just send me a message. No, you have to DM me, man. I might not read the DMs, though. So, I mean, you just send me a message here, pop in on the stream, or, send me a direct message. Or just, add me on Twitter. There we go. Not bad. We had a rough start to it. That team called Inter beat us 2-1, but we came back, scored 4-1, 5-2. And one of the reasons why I think is one of you guys asked the question, right? So this is basically the tactic, I guess. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we dropped the tempo. So Psycho is probably safe, and then I think I'll just put this tactic into Dropbox for you guys as well, in case you guys. I think there are a few Psycho tactics. I call them Psychos. FM23. I call them Psycho. I don't know why. There's Psycho. There's some public suicide. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, winter patch. Is there sorry. Okay, Psycho for this. Oops. What am I doing? Okay. If this tactic doesn't score, this guy doesn't score 100 goals in a season, I'll be very, very surprised. Yeah, very surprised. Okay. All right, so we put this into FM23 Discord as well. I think Discord has one similar 4-2-3-1. Yeah, very similar. Where is it? I think I have a lot of 4-2-3-1s. Well, we found out. I mean, I thought very early on when they did the final patch. I thought very early this is a very potentially high scoring tactic. So just keep it simple. Complete wing back, 2 volantes. Nothing funky about the volantes. I don't want them to give up the ball. But what I do is I get that closing down more, because I think these guys can afford to close down more. Here we don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I dropped it one notch just now. I'm not sure. I think can afford to drop it one notch. But let's just leave it like this first. Okay, let's not change it too much. Distribute to okay. All right. Then pass into space, right? Defense, tempo, right? Yeah. Okay. And then inside forward, mark type, mark cross aim target forward. I think we can remove this. This is a legacy instruction. Okay, AP take more, dribble more. This guy is mark tighter, mark tighter. Oh yeah, this guy, we put him on cover. Correct. That's the only change I made, right? So put him on cover. You have to put this guy on cover. Why cover? Because my particular idiots were getting out of position. And then I think I added mark tight. Yeah, I think I added mark tight to both these guys. So I think it's mark tight for everyone. Yeah, everyone's marking tight except for this guy and this guy. They will never mark tight. Okay. Alright, so that's the final one. Psycho. Alright guys, I have to go. A lot of psycho tactics, right? Just come up with just ask me a question on the stream and I'll end up creating a tactic just to answer your question. I mean, I'm not averse to changing things around on the stream. I've never been. If you ask me a question, I'll try my best to help you out. Because I need to show you what I mean. It's easy to talk. It's very easy to talk. You can write something and say, oh, you should be doing this, should be doing that. You wanna get this to play like this, like this, like this. You know, you want to go from this attacking pattern to that attacking pattern. There's a lot of writing there, but no showing. So I don't do that. I don't like to do that. So I'm the kind of person that wants to show you what I mean. So you don't really need to go out there and go and I need to make a tactic where I've got 6 players attacking. I can show you one. I can make 8 players attack. It's possible. But it all depends on how you want to play the system, right? So how many players you want defending? Yeah, you can see from a 4-2-3-1, I can make 8 players attack and completely push a defensive system so far back that there's no way to come out. But to do that, you need the players. So whenever you create these kind of tactical systems, you need to ask yourself a question: or what kind of players do you have? Can you afford those kind of risks? Because even if you create something where you have 6 players in attack, it's just a matter of changing a duty here and there. That's all. Just change the duty first. You don't have to go and make it even more confusing by looking at roles and trying crazy stuff. You should just keep it simple. All right, guys, I gotta go. Gotta get ready to talk to my wife. Got lots of things to sort out, and I think, very important evening. So you guys have a good one. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.